Welcome to the ultimate journey into the world of speed, engineering mastery, and automotive beauty. In this video, we're diving deep into the most exhilarating, breathtaking, and innovative supercars that 2025 has to offer. Whether you're a longtime enthusiast or a newcomer to the supercar scene, this comprehensive showcase will walk you through the finest machines of the year, examining their performance, design, technology, and the emotions they ignite. Buckle up because we're going full throttle through an era of electric revolutions, hybrid monsters, and classic combustion beasts pushed to their absolute limits. 1. Rimac Nevera Evo. The Rimac Nevera Evo is not just a car, it's a symbol of what's possible when electricity and innovation are pushed to their extreme limits. Born from the mind of mate Rimac and crafted by one of the most forward-thinking companies in automotive engineering, the Nevera Evo builds upon the already mind-blowing foundation of the original Nevera. 4 independent electric motors, one for each wheel, produce a staggering 1,940 horsepower and 2,360 Newton-meters of torque. This allows the Nevera Evo to launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 1.85 seconds, making it not only the fastest accelerating production car in the world, but also the most technologically advanced. Its 120 kilowatt-hour battery is T-shaped and mounted low in the carbon fiber monocoque chassis for perfect weight distribution and a low center of gravity. What makes the Nevera Evo truly unique isn't just its straight-line speed, it's the way it dances through corners, using torque vectoring that calculates thousands of parameters per second to shift power precisely to each wheel, giving it supernatural handling precision. Inside, the Nevera Evo is a beautiful contradiction, minimalist yet rich, futuristic yet inviting. The cabin is trimmed in fine leather and Alcantara, with high-resolution digital displays that allow the driver to customize almost every performance aspect, from suspension stiffness to regenerative braking levels. A telemetry system lets drivers replay every moment of their lap on a virtual display, making the car both a track tutor and a savage performance machine. Driving the Nevera Evo isn't like piloting a traditional car, it's more akin to operating a piece of intelligent weaponry. It adapts, learns, and enhances its behavior depending on the road, the driver, and the situation. This isn't just Rimac's flagship, it's a glimpse into the future of what hypercars will become. Machines where raw power meets AI-driven finesse, and silence is just as thrilling as thunder. 2. Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. The Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale is perhaps the most electrifying embodiment of Ferrari's relentless pursuit of performance and purity. While the standard SF90 redefined hybrid supercars with its 1,000 horsepower powertrain and electric front axle, the Double X version takes things into territory previously reserved for track-only vehicles. This beastly evolution brings 1,030 horsepower, courtesy of its 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 and 3 electric motors, 2 on the front axle and 1 sandwiched between the engine and the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. The result is an all-wheel drive, mid-engine hybrid that rockets to 60 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds. However, numbers only tell part of the story. The SF90 XX Stradale is about emotion, rawness, and feel. The car has been stripped of its grand touring softness and injected with an aggressive aero kit, including a fixed carbon rear wing, the first to grace a road-going Ferrari in over 2 decades, enhancing both downforce and visual ferocity. Step inside and you're met with a cockpit that screams racing intent. Thin bucket seats, a minimalist dashboard, and heavy use of carbon fiber give it an atmosphere of unfiltered focus. The infotainment system is subdued, placing driver engagement at the forefront. Ferrari's side slip control and ESSC systems allow even amateur drivers to tap into the full breadth of the car's capabilities while still rewarding precision. On track, the SF90 XX is sublime, effortlessly balancing brute acceleration with scalpel-sharp steering, and yet it can still cruise comfortably in e-drive mode for short urban journeys, making it as versatile as it is vicious. The SF90 XX Stradale isn't just a supercar, it's a distilled expression of Maranello's track heritage, reimagined for a hybrid-powered future. It's a car that doesn't just blur the line between road and race, it burns it away entirely. 3. McLaren Solus GT Road Edition. The McLaren Solus GT Road Edition feels like something that crash-landed from another planet. Originally conceived as a digital fantasy for the Gran Turismo game series, the Solus GT stunned the world when McLaren decided to build it for real. And in 2025, the company has done the unthinkable, homologated a version of it for road use. It looks like no other car on Earth. With a central driving position, a fully enclosed canopy, and jet fighter-inspired design, the Solus GT channels endurance racing prototypes and aerospace technology into a street-legal form. Its naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 is bespoke, developed specifically for this car, and revs to a stratospheric 10,000 RPM. Unlike many modern supercars that rely on turbocharging or electrification, the Solus GT goes old school with its engine while wrapping it in a space-age shell. With 830 horsepower and a curb weight under 1,000 kilograms, it achieves a power-to-weight ratio that rivals full-blown LMP1 racers. Step inside the cockpit and the experience is completely immersive. The steering wheel is detachable, loaded with controls and readouts like something out of an F1 car. The seat is molded to the driver's body, and everything is stripped down to the essentials. Driving the Solus GT on the road is unlike anything else. It's not just about speed or agility, but the feeling of being part of the machine. Every vibration, every sound, every gear change is fed directly into the driver's senses. On a track, it delivers blistering lap times with physics-defying downforce and lightning-fast responsiveness. Yet on the road, it's surprisingly manageable thanks to active ride height adjustment and adaptive suspension systems designed to absorb real-world imperfections. The McLaren Solus GT Road Edition isn't for the faint of heart. It's a love letter to those who dreamed of racing in the digital world and now have the means to live it in reality. 4. Lamborghini Revuelto. The Lamborghini Revuelto is not just a successor to the Aventador, it is the bold declaration of a new era for the Raging Bull. It's the first V12 plug-in hybrid supercar from Sant'Agata, and its presence is nothing short of thunderous. At its core beats a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine, an all-new design, not borrowed or evolved from any previous model. On its own, the engine produces 814 horsepower, but with the addition of 3 electric motors, 2 on the front axle and 1 integrated into the new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, the total output rockets to 1,001 horsepower. This makes the Revuelto the most powerful production Lamborghini ever, and despite its 2-ton weight, it can launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds and reach a top speed of over 217 miles per hour. This is not just evolution, it's a reinvention. The Revuelto has torque vectoring, electric-only drive capability for short city bursts, and regenerative braking, bringing the wild, visceral world of Lamborghini into a future that respects both power and sustainability. Visually, the Revuelto is quintessential Lambo, aggressive, angular, and absolutely unmissable. Every line and intake is functional, managing airflow to cool the battery, engine, and brakes, or to generate downforce. The front end is sharp and poised like a predator, while the rear is dominated by twin hexagonal exhausts and an active rear wing. Inside, the cockpit is unapologetically driver-centric. It blends space-age design with Italian craftsmanship, featuring carbon fiber, digital displays, and a sense of theater that only Lamborghini can deliver. There's even a central brain interface that allows drivers to control drive modes, torque distribution, and monitor the hybrid system in real time. Yet for all its tech, the Revuelto still feels organic. Each gear shift slams home with a snarl, and the V12 still howls with the fury of a beast unchained. In every way, the Revuelto proves that Lamborghini can honor its wild DNA while pushing boldly into the electrified future. It doesn't compromise. It evolves. 5. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut. When Christian von Koenigsegg introduced the Jesko Absolut, he described it as the fastest car Koenigsegg will ever make. That's not marketing hyperbole, that's a mission statement. The Jesko Absolut is an aerodynamic masterpiece designed with one purpose: to be the ultimate speed machine. Unlike the Jesko Attack variant, which is tuned for downforce and track precision, the Absolut is sculpted to reduce drag as much as possible. The sleek, elongated rear end, long tail fins, and smooth bodywork contribute to a drag coefficient of just 0.278, remarkably low for a car with this level of performance. Under the hood, the twin-turbocharged 5.0-liter V8 produces 1,600 horsepower when fueled with E85 ethanol and redlines at 8,500 RPM. It's paired with Koenigsegg's innovative 9-speed light-speed transmission, capable of skipping gears entirely for instantaneous power delivery. The theoretical top speed, well over 330 miles per hour. The Jesko Absolut is not built for lap times, it's built to conquer records. The engine roars like a Nordic god awakening, and the acceleration pins you to your seat like a roller coaster in warp speed. The car is surprisingly stable at high speeds, thanks to its sophisticated chassis and advanced stability management. 6. Bugatti Tourbillon. The Bugatti Tourbillon is a culmination of everything the brand has ever stood for: performance, precision, and impossible engineering. As the spiritual successor to the Chiron, the Tourbillon debuts in 2025 with an all-new powertrain that shakes the very foundation of automotive expectations. A naturally aspirated V16 engine paired with a trio of electric motors, forming a hybrid system capable of delivering over 1,800 horsepower. Yes, you read that right. In a world where downsizing is the norm, Bugatti went in the other direction. Bigger, louder, more extravagant. The V16 engine alone is a mechanical symphony, while the electric motors provide instant torque, smoothing out power delivery and boosting acceleration to brutal levels. 0 to 60 miles per hour comes in under 2 seconds, and top speed is projected to exceed 280 miles per hour, with an electronically limited cap for road use. This isn't just performance, it's propulsion bordering on science fiction. The name Tourbillon isn't randomly chosen. It comes from the world of haute horology, referring to a complex mechanical component in high-end watches that counters the effects of gravity to improve precision. Bugatti has infused that philosophy into every molecule of this car. The interior is a masterclass in analog meets digital. You won't find massive tablet screens here. Instead, you'll see intricate physical gauges, polished metal components, and handcrafted handcrafted dials that rotate and align with mechanical elegance. The materials include forged aluminum, hand-stitched leather, carbon fiber, and a striking center console milled from a single billet of crystal-clear sapphire. The cabin is surprisingly serene, even when the V16 screams behind your head, thanks to noise cancellation, double-layered glass, and meticulously tuned aerodynamics. 7. Porsche Mission X. The Mission X doesn't just prove that electric hypercars can be exciting, it proves they can be revolutionary. Porsche has done what so many feared was impossible. They've taken the soul of a driver's car and injected it into something silent, sustainable, and shockingly fast. There's no engine growl, but the sensation of acceleration is otherworldly. There's no fuel burn, yet it delivers a high that rivals any combustion-powered beast. The Mission X isn't the end of an era. It's the evolution of everything that made Porsche great. For purists, it's a challenge. For futurists, it's a dream come true. But for all, it's a beacon of what's coming. Proof that the thrill of driving doesn't have to die with the internal combustion engine. It just needs to be reimagined. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary journey through the pinnacle of automotive engineering in 2025. We hope this video ignited your passion, stirred your curiosity, and reminded you why cars are more than transportation. They're motion, art, and performance woven into motion. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the finest supercars of the year, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, stay fast, stay curious, and never stop chasing what moves you.